I told Ben I wasn't going to talk about this, so of course I'm going to talk about it.
Gotcha.
No, I've been playing Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc lately, and it's pretty excellent. If you don't know about it, it's on the Vita, and it's a Japanese visual interactive novel, I guess, and it's pseudo murder mystery. So far, there's not a lot going on, but my question I was going to pose to you guys is I'm enjoying it thus far, regardless of the fact that I still feel like I'm in tutorial phase where I'm not really doing much, but I'm wondering if maybe I won't end up doing that much. But I feel like these interactive novels are becoming more and more prominent in gaming. Do you guys have any that you would recommend? A game that you feel like it fits that genre and you recommend to someone?
I feel like this one is like the de facto answer, but both 999 and Virtue's Last Reward are really good, and I think the success of them is what brought Danganronpa, or whatever it is over here.
Didn't they release a novel too as well recently?
Spike Chunsoft?
No, like one actually based on 999.
Danganronpa? Oh.
Oh, a novel? Like an actual novel?
I think so. I saw a press release for something.
I don't know.
They
Or
do
maybe
like a
it's a virtual
graphic
thing.
novel or something?
I'm not sure.
I mean, there are a lot of games where your level of activity, anything from Telltale, obviously, you're going to feel like you're limited.
So are there choices in this game I can't pronounce?
Thus far, no.
So you're literally reading and there's text.
You're interacting with certain characters and certain objects, but thus far, there's really not that.
But I think, obviously there's things like also like Gone Home more recently, which captured a lot of people's hearts and imaginations. I think there's definitely space for this kind of new sort of storytelling. I think people still probably want to have some level of, I don't know if control's quite the word, but maybe like immersion that's different. Like what makes it a digital product versus a more traditional, like a comic book or something like that. I'm assuming there's music or some.
Yeah, the music's great.
Effects.
I'm waiting for more interaction, and I'm waiting for more freedom to act.
But like even like Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reading there.
Yeah, and press
before you
releases.
know
Press
writing's so fun.
Yeah. And sometimes these games are just enjoyable. People like to rag on them sometimes, but I'm having a great time, and visually it's like stunning.
It puts me in like a weird state of mind when I play those games. It's like, I know that like it's kind of like murderish. Make him suffer. So maybe that's not as lighthearted as some other ones, but.
But is that the game angle? Or are you still trying to figure out, even though you're not doing it in the game, but you as Elise are like, who's done it?
No one's been killed yet in my game, and I asked Ben. I tried to get that from Ben, but no one's been killed yet in his game either.
I've only played for like an hour, so unfortunately I don't have that much experience with it. But what I liked about 999 is you learn the whole story is just made up of a bunch of different pieces, and there are like 6 different endings. And in order to completely understand the story, you have to go down all of these different paths. And I think that's something that you don't really get with a book is slowly trying to build this thing. And there were several points throughout the game where I was like, this person's got to be the killer. And then you get thrown for a loop for a couple of times. So I think it's just a fun ride.
Red herring.
Yeah.
30 Flights of Loving has almost no actual gameplay per se, but it is such a great little, especially if you're into like cinematography or like montage theory, it is such a great little 15-minute treat to kind of just go through and figure out and see what they're kind of bringing from. We always think there's a lot of cinema and game crossover, but here it's brought so much to it's weird how much they're overlapping. I thought that one was pretty interesting, even though it's not as a direct narrative as something you'd read or something like that.